Hey, what's going on with you? This is Skater Claus, coming at you live from Skater Claus Labs, and I just want to make a video real quick about art. And the reason is, I think that skateboarding is like a form of art. It's like a physical form of art that can be captured in a visual way through pictures and videos, but at the same time, I think it's really important to, have visual art. And I've been hanging out with a friend of mine who's an artist for the last couple days, and it's made me really think about it. So I want to walk you through the gallery that is Skater Claus Labs. So starting off, Tyrus, why don't you tell us about this piece right here that you created? What's going on here?
Well, I saw this in an art classroom, and then I drew it here, but I kind of changed it up.
Yeah, how'd you change it?
Because when I saw it in the art class, there was only this, and this.
Oh, okay.
But
so
then
you
I
added.
changed it to have this,
Nice.
and this.
So that's Tyrus's piece. So let's just go through the house as quick as I can. This right here is wood that's painted, but then it has like either some type of polyurethane or resin coating on top of it, and I think it makes it stand out. It's the Atlanta skyline, and it's got this really cool A-Town Down ATL sign on it. So let's go over here. This is Zombie Bob, who's a shooting target. This is a piece we bought at a local gallery by a guy named Dr. Blade, and I like it a lot because his name is Dr. Blade. I'm assuming that he did this through cutting and making like a screen print rather than painting it. This right here is a piece of concrete that says Edgewood, which is the neighborhood I lived in, and it's made by a really good friend of mine who's my sister's best friend named Mona, who works in concrete and makes a lot of cool concrete art. This is a tintype, which is really cool. It's a very old style of art where like you basically print a photo onto a piece of tin. And this picture was a mural that used to be really close to the Krog Street Tunnel in Atlanta. This is a piece of wood. I'm not exactly sure where we got it, but it's got the Atlanta skyline. It says Atlanta Love, and I like the color at the bottom, kind of like the rainbow. This is something that's, again, wood. It says Edgewood, where hood meets good. I like it a lot. Kind of simple, but it's dope. Right here, this is a piece that I got from a guy I met online, Basha. He's a dope artist. I like it a lot because, it's a piece of wood, but it's made to look like it's brick. And so it kind of looks like you got a brick wall in your house with graffiti on it. It's hanging on this wall here, which this wall we painted with paint that is chalkboard paint. So we, let Tyrus write on it, whoever wants to draw on it. Like, this is something where we can just draw on the walls. Although it doesn't have to be there. We can draw on any wall, right, Tyrus?
Why?
Because we don't care. In the Skater Claus house, we can draw on walls, right?
But Mom says we can't.
Nah, Mom's cool with it. Remember, we drew the elephant.
Yeah, but Mom said that was the only time we could draw on the walls.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to talk to Mom. But for the most part, we're cool with drawing on walls. Let's see. We got pictures. This is from a place called Red Rocket Farms. I don't know if it's one guy or like a collective, but I love their stuff, and they're at a lot of Atlanta, fairs and festivals and stuff like that. And they have a lot of this like cartoony, robotish themed stuff, which is really cool. This right here is an Everyman sticker that was on this end cap that was on a piece of rebar hanging out from a wall. And there was a ton of these, like basically protecting the rebar from like, people falling into it. And he put stickers on it. So I went and grabbed one that was really high up, just because I love Everyman, even though like his work is, very unique. Some people would say kind of simple. So I grabbed one, but made sure I grabbed one where it was like I wasn't taking it off a piece of rebar that it could hurt someone. This right here is a painting that was painted by an elephant at the Atlanta Zoo. I am not joking. My good friend is the elephant keeper at the Atlanta Zoo. One of the elephants likes to paint, so they let her paint, and they sell the paintings at the shop, but he gave me this as a gift. So this was painted by an elephant at the Atlanta Zoo.
Is that true?
Yep, that's absolutely true.
How can an elephant paint?
They take the brush and they put it in like their trunk, and they paint that way. I can't believe you didn't know that. This right here is a Banksy piece, obviously, and it's not like we had Banksy in the house. We have
Which
this
piece?
projector that
Which piece?
this one, the girl with the umbrella. But we have this projector. We can print out a sheet of paper and put it in there. And I got this courtesy of a good friend of mine, Mike. He gave it to me, and you can project it. So we project it, we print it. I, basically just like outline it, and then my wife Mara, who's really good at painting, paints it. We got this one of 4 pieces we got from a guy I met online. He does stencils, but I really like his work. This one I especially was the one that attracted my attention to him, because I like how it's, cool stencil, kind of realistic, but then there's like this crazy stuff behind the horse rider that, very graffiti oriented. Tyrus made this. What do you have to say about this one, Tyrus? It's just a lion, and anything special you want to say?
This one is like, I painted it to look like the sunset, and then I got these pieces of paper that looked like shapes, and then I made it into a lion.
Cool. All right.
Then I found these cardboard lines, and I glued them on to there to look like a mane.
That's awesome. All right, let's keep going. We gotta go fast. My wife paints a lot of furniture and stuff. I have some crazy friends that come through and drop off stuff they've painted. Right here, this is a sign. A3C did a promotion with this guy, Jay Shells. Here's his info. He makes these signs, and he's based in New York. And he basically does like rap quotes from specific places. So it's like, if Biggie Smalls was like, I was at the corner of such and such and blah, blah, blah. Like, he'll like print out the line on a sign and go hang it at that corner. They had a contest to see like the people who could find them. I went and found this in front of the Pink Pony. It was broken when I found it. So someone had obviously tried to like gank it. So I took it and restored it. Hey, A3C, if you see this, if you want it back, like I fixed it, you can have it. I didn't mean to take it. I wanted to leave it, but it was already on the ground broken. More artwork by Tyrus. This right here is a dope piece. I'm a huge fan of The Wire, and this is given to me by a really good friend of mine that's based in DC, Gene. And so this is Omar. It's got his famous quote, "You come at the king, you best not miss." The wolf, I think it has to do with maybe something to do with Game of Thrones, because I don't watch Game of Thrones, but apparently like this throne is an homage to that. And there's like a raven here, and then a wolf. He has a quote about like, if you want to run with the wolves at night, you better not play with the puppies during the day. So I don't know if the wolf is an homage to that or if it's a Game of Thrones. This is something that my sister Jessica gave me. It's printed on a map page. And I guess this is a line from the Grateful Dead. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I still like it. This right here is a map of basically Edgewood, the community I live in. And I like it because it is cut out of like cardboard. So like this isn't a print. So the person has to like really take their time to do this. This is really important to me because it's something that my friend Bibbs gave me for my wedding, and he bought it, and my friend Bibbs passed away, and I love him very much, so every time I look at that, I think of him. This is the skateboard I painted in his honor after he passed away last week. This is something my wife did that I think is pretty dope. As we go over here, this is a print my sister gave me, I think is cool. I don't know what this is, but it's cool. This is the Charles River, which, we used to live in Boston, so someone gave us a print of that, which I really like. Right here we got a map of Atlanta, right? So it's basically all the different neighborhoods, and they have numbers, and then it shows you what the neighborhood is. This right here is string that we put up. It was my wife's idea. And then we hang postcards that people send us, or postcards we buy at places, on here, and it's cool. I just think it's a way to like show, like I always tell people, if you send us a postcard, we'll use it. This is a poster I pulled off the wall at a concert we went to in 2011, Greaves of Budo, and had them sign it, and they were playing with Kay Flay, which is funny because back then she was just getting started, and she was like hip hop, but she kind of switched up her style. She's really popular now. She's in like car commercials. This is a Greg Mike piece that was on Ponce. This is a print. This is a print. This is a print. I don't know who the superhero is, but you know, I like it because he's doing the A-Town Down. This is a painting that I got from the same guy that did the horse painting. So, all right, this is part one because this is the entire first floor. So keep you know looking out for the other parts because we're about to do them now. All right, peace.